Hello everyone. So today we're gonna do a CFL power ranking video because so much has changed since last time, so that means the rankings are going to change too. And this is the second CFL power rankings, and I'm gonna make some announcements with the NFL content. As of now, I am discontinuing. Fix my chair. I will be discontinuing the NFL weekly recap videos and turning them into power rankings videos. Oh, it's because I feel like the NFL power rankings would accomplish two things at once. You can't really say the same thing for the CFL because NFL is a way bigger league. So that's just something I want to throw out there. I just want to make that known. Because I think it'd be a lot better and a lot more enjoyable if we did power rankings videos like every so often for CFL, but more often for the NFL. Because yeah. Anyway, so let's get into it. Okay, number 9 this time. Moving down 5 spots from last time. It's the Montreal Alouettes. Montreal has been playing horribly since last I did this. I think last time I did this, they were 5-2. An entire calendar month of losing. And if not more. Or it's like, I know there are teams that have worse records in Montreal's division. And like Ottawa and Toronto. But Ottawa and Toronto have been playing some decently good football. Montreal just hasn't. Whether it's a quarterback controversy or injury, it does not matter. It does not matter. Or what happens for Montreal. Because they usually lose. They usually lose. Lose in some way, shape, or form. I thought they would win this division big time. Big time win this division. But now, I might be thinking that they could be out of the playoffs when this is all said and done. They need Davis Alexander back, man. They need him back. Because they were really good with him in. And they have not been as good without him. So, not nearly as good. I even say one of the worst teams in football. But the record keeps them out of worst team in football, but not in the power rankings. They're number 9. Let's move on to number 8. And now, I really had to think between 8 and 1. From spot number 8 to spot number 1. Because Montreal was a clear 9. But number 8, I got the BC Lions, man. I really don't think that they're that good of a team. I mean, they're pretty decent. Like, I mean, they could probably, I think this might be too low of a ranking. It could be too low of a ranking, but I just feel like a lot of the league is better than them. It's a small league. 8-2, so that does not work in their favor. So, yeah, BC's 5-6. But I mean, they just got blown out by Toronto. And, I mean, BC made too many mistakes. They barely made mistakes the last few years. Like, if you were telling me this last year, I'd be like, yeah, maybe 2, 3, 4 at the lowest. But BC's maybe just an off team. Might need to retool a little bit it coming up here. But BC is not out of the playoff race. with how bad the East is BC is not out of the playoff race. It's because records do matter in that scenario. Oh, and BC is far from out. But they've got to be careful, because if they keep making mistakes, someone else like Edmonton or Toronto, who they just lost to, could catch them. So that's why BC is number 8. And let's move on to number 7. At number 7, and same spot as last time, Toronto Argonauts. And Toronto has been playing really good football, but it's between really good and balancing out the records. Like, a lot of things cancel out. It's why these rankings are a little bit weird, because teams have bad moments, but they also have good moments. And, like, does the good outweigh the bad? And what have you done for me lately? And Toronto, they've done a lot, but I still have to be a little harsh with their ranking, because the record is the record. And I can't change that. Like, this league is so filled with talent. The most, like, you put the CFL against any other, like, talent show league, CFL would come out non-stop, because they have so much football talent in this league. But there's only so many wins to go around, because somebody has to win and somebody has to lose. And Toronto, they've made some mistakes, and it puts them with the bad record, but Toronto could pull it together, and I think they could do it. I don't think they're out of it. And I think everyone is in it. And, like, even the bottom of the league this year would be in it. And obviously, and yes, I do think Ottawa's in there. We'll get to them now, actually. Number 6, moving up 3 spots from last week. The Ottawa Redblacks. Now, y'all remember what I said about Ottawa not playing well. I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. I could not be more wrong. Ottawa hasn't been playing the most stellar, but, like, the day after I said that, they went out and demolished Calgary. They've been playing, they managed a couple wins, but they've still been playing really well in their losses. This is why I have them at 6, and I mean, they're a little more out of the playoff race than anyone, but give it time, and they could be right back in this. Like, if you blink for a few weeks, Ottawa could be back in this before you know it, if they start winning. And, you know, they've been winning pretty good. They've been playing really well since I said that they refused to try. I was made to regret and eat my words, or to Ottawa's put in a lot of effort among teams that aren't, like, at the top. Because, like, it's like, I think it divides into 2 categories this year. Like, at the top, or middle/bottom, I think could be the same tier. There's, like, you want to be at the top. Like, there's, like, 2 or 3 teams that I think are at the top. We'll get to those in a bit. But let's move on to another big riser. Okay. Number 5 this week. Number 5 this time, excuse me. Moving up 3 spots. Count them 3 for last time. Edmonton. Edmonton and Ottawa are the biggest risers this time around. Montreal the biggest fall off. Because I think Montreal was somewhere close to here last time. They've absolutely been playing like the worst team of football. Edmonton, on the other hand, has been the exact opposite. They had the heartbreaking loss to Hamilton. Other than that, they've been winning. And I think they're 3-1 in the last few games that they played. Like, they beat Montreal. They just beat Ottawa. And they beat Toronto. And I don't know if they play Hamilton again. I don't think they do. But I think that they're playing probably some of the best football that we've ever seen. The record is still the record, so I can't really put them at like the top quarter, but they've been playing like a top quarter team, like a top third team, even this league. Like, and if the record was any better, I could probably put Edmonton up there with the best of them, but I can't really do that. But not right now. But maybe give it a few weeks. Keep going, Edmonton, and you'll be in the top 3 and in the playoffs, maybe even contending for a Grey Cup. For this week, and this, Winnipeg probably benefits from Montreal's collapse, but they're moving up a spot from last week. Winnipeg probably benefits from Montreal's collapse, because I think Montreal was here last time. I think Winnipeg has got it together. Winnipeg has got it together. They've been playing. I know they had the heartbreaker against Calgary. Other than that, they've been just alright this year, but they had some bad moments, they had some good moments. And I still think that Winnipeg is going... I still think Winnipeg's going to be in the playoffs when it's all said and done. How far they'll go? Yeah, we'll wait and see. But how far Winnipeg's going to go? Oh, it's probably going to be pretty good. I still think that Winnipeg's going to be really good. I don't know if they're as dangerous as some of the other teams I got above them, but I still think Winnipeg will end up in the playoffs. Number 3, this time, same spot as last time. Hamilton. And Hamilton has been playing pretty good. They've just been pretty good to alright. I mean, they have some wins. They've got some wins. They've got some losses. They're kind of up and down recently, but they've been playing some really good games, and they've also faced some pretty good teams. I mean, you'd probably want to forget the Saskatchewan game. Saskatchewan's way better than Hamilton now, but I still think Hamilton's got a free pass to the Grey Cup. Like, whoever's going to make it over to the crossover, or however the crossover works, like, maybe someone will stumble, but in the East, how it's going to work in the East, all roads there now, no matter who gets there, is sooner or later is going to have to face Hamilton. And Hamilton, I think, is a way better team than anyone that could try for the East. So, yeah, that's what I think of Hamilton. And they've just been alright, but alright is still pretty good. At Hamilton, they're having a dream year. And I think it's going to continue. I think they'll be in the Grey Cup when it's all said and done. Let's move on to the top 2. Right, in the top 2, I do not want to have to do this. But number 2, moving down a spot from last time, it's the Saskatchewan Roughriders. Calgary's just better than us. Calgary's better than us. I should have saw it coming. Calgary beat us. We just lost to Calgary again. It's like, once it's like, yeah, I could probably use the records and they would help. That would help out the Riders or stay on top, but we're still on top of the division in the league by record. But Calgary could be better than us. As considering that Calgary was the worst team last year. I mean, yeah. Yeah, but I mean, it's tough. I did not want to do this. I did not want to put the Riders down, because, and a lot of Riders fans would probably agree with me, and I think that they should be number one, but I always think that because I'm a Riders fan, and people are going to show more support towards their own team first than any other team. So that's probably what that is. But let's talk about our new number one. Folks, we got a new number one. Number one this week, moving up a spot. Calgary. Now, Calgary, they beat up mostly on everyone. They either break teams' hearts or beat up on them unless they're playing Ottawa. They're perfect against the West. They're still decent against the East. And I think Calgary could win it all this year. Now, would I want that to happen? No. I want the Riders to win it all. But I still think that Calgary is going to be there. The West is okay, I gotta think about who's gonna get at where to the Grey Cup. It could either be Saskatchewan and Hamilton, Calgary and Hamilton. And with Saskatchewan, I don't think we're done with Calgary. I think we're meeting them in the Western Final, because I don't think Winnipeg's as good as they once were. But Saskatchewan and Calgary are in their prime. Ferdinand Adams Jr. is just lighting it up. But yes, that, ladies and gentlemen, will do it for the CFL Power Rankings this time. I plan to do 2 more of these before it's all said and done. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.